everybody, and welcome back to the Monastery of Flavor at St. Anthony Industries. My name is Josiah, and today in the studio we have September. Say hi, September.
Hi, September. And
we have Andy up on the soundboard and with a video switcher. Today we are discussing and demonstrating the shot collar espresso preparation tool, funnel, and distribution tool. So that's a long name, but this is what it is. This is what it looks like. It comes in a box, an MDF box like this. And in the box comes the tool and the tool that you use with the tool. And a lot of people have a lot of questions regarding the shot collar, and that's why we wanted to demonstrate it today for you, how to take care of it, how to use it. It actually is quite a simple tool, and hopefully we can demonstrate how it works today. Before we get started, I'm just going to set this here on my block here. I'm just going to read off a few details regarding the tool. It's made from high-grade 304 stainless steel. Machined to aircraft precision tolerances, fits 58mm portafilter baskets, has a height from the top of the basket 23 to 35 millimeters, and the outer diameter is 70 millimeters with a weight of 424 grams. So as we get into it, we're going to demonstrate how it works with an E61 portafilter. So I'm going to set this on here. So how the tool works in and of itself. Hello, Dylan. Welcome to the live stream. Love the look of that shot collar. I think you're like wanting to get one of these, huh? Everyone, Daniel. Shout out to Dylan and Daniel from Germany. Anyhow, so if you're on the chat, ask a lot of questions regarding the shot collar. It's a really industrial grade tool, really heavy, as well as it's one of our heavier tools right behind the new levy tamp like that. So how the tool works with the Allen wrench is quite simple. You just set it in the top. I don't know if we have a top view of this. I don't know if you can see this. You set the Allen wrench in the top of the tool. You can loosen it, and then you can spin it in. So this part will go into your portafilter basket. Depending on your dose, this will help distribute your grounds. And then if you want to pull it out a bit, you just spin it that way. If you need to clean your tool, you just continue spinning it until it separates. We're almost there, like that. You can wipe it down. No need to take care of the tool that much. Like I said, it's industrial grade stainless steel. Ooh, Dylan says review for the insulated flasks coming this Saturday on his channel, so check that out. Anyhow, so we got our tool here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dial it back. I don't want to go too deep into my basket. So I'm going to dial it back to about here. And for my portafilter, I'm going to dose about 22 grams. Really simple, that's how it works. I just tightened it back up using the Allen wrench and it's set. And if you do a consistent dose in your basket every time, you shouldn't need to ever really change this unless you start trying different things dramatically. And this will set right on top of your portafilter like that and distribute. Like we discussed before, it's also a funnel that connects with your grinder. So it will funnel the grounds in here and they will set on top of this bar here, and then you will distribute like that, and you'll tap it, distribute, and tap. So we have our ANFIM grinder all set up here. And what I like to do is weigh out my portafilter before I dose, so I know I can get a consistent dose every time. And I'm hoping for a 22 gram dose here. All right, 22 grams. Pretty close. So we're gonna go with 22.7. I thought I had dialed in my time for that, but it's okay. So how this works is you just spin it back and forth like this a couple times. Give it a few taps. And your grounds are distributed in your portafilter. And then I'm going to use my new levy tamp. This is the stainless steel one. Set it on there. Nice and easy press, shouldn't be hard at all. And I have a perfectly distributed and tamped puck in there for my shot of espresso. And let's go ahead and make a latte. You want a latte, September?
I don't, but Andy will want a latte.
Andy will definitely want a latte. The other day we pulled a bunch of shots because we're doing a shoot. Anyhow, so I made like how many lattes, and Andy drank all of them.
Did he
Like,
really?
Well, he took a sip of all of them at least.
Oh, heck yeah.
It was like 15 of them or something.
Did
It was
you,
hilarious.
so we have a comment. Audi S6 Blitzer. He said he'd like to replace his Moda dosing cup funnel and saw this a few hours ago. He's asking, is it magnetic and does it sit on top of the portafilter? The Moda sits on the inside of the edge of his portafilter and it's not ideal for him.
I'd like to replace my Moda dosing cup. So we got some spraying in our shot here. It's all right. Change my, I would ideally change my grind because it seems a little fine. It's pulling a little slow. Okay, let's answer that question. I'd like to replace my, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on two things at once. Replace my Moda dosing cup funnel and saw that this a few hours ago is this magnetic, and does it sit on top of the portafilter? It does sit on top of the portafilter. It's not magnetic. It does sit inside the edge of the portafilter, and that's how it stays on top. So I don't know if you saw that, Audi, but how this works is, let me just
It doesn't
clean
sit
my,
too far in though.
well, that's why you can dial it in and out. So that's what the Allen wrench is for. So you can change how deep it sits into your portafilter, but that's technically how it sits on your portafilter. It has to go inside of it. And so it does like this. Let's do a top view. And that's about the depth, which I had it right there. But again, that's how it stays on there. And if you wanted to dial this in so it's not so deep, you can use the Allen wrench like this. Just quickly loosen this up, and then you can dial it in as far as you want. But if you go too far, it won't technically sit on there as well. However, our mid-ring here does extrude, so it does still sit on there. It's just not as secure.
Oh, so it sits more on like the outer than the inner.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's both.
It's both. It's
Yep.
like a
Oh,
combination.
I don't want to drop it. Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, that shot pulled a little wonky. What I'm going to do is dial my grind a bit coarser because I do want to pull a good shot for this latte. I'm just going to take some grounds out because I don't want mixed grounds in my burrs to mess with my shot. And hopefully we'll get a shot around 34 seconds is what I was going for because this is a little bit lighter of a roast.
I think that's the espresso blend from Salt Lake Roasting Co.
Salt Lake Roasting. It's more like a medium. But I found it does taste, on this Deletta specifically, it tastes pretty good around 32 to 34 seconds. So I'm gonna change my distribution and funnel tool different here, my shot collar, because I want it to protrude into my basket a bit. Set that there. Oh, actually I'm gonna use it. All right. I'm just gonna weigh this out again, hoping for 22 grams. Where are we at? A little bit under 22. Let's get a bit more in there. There we go. All right, so this is how this works. I do have it protruding into my basket a bit. I'll do a little spin like that. Little tap, another spin, another tap, and spin. So looks like I had it protruded a bit too far into my basket that time, but that's all right. We'll just roll with that. Do a nice light tamp with my new levy. And the cool thing about the new levy, and we're not talking about it right now, but you get a consistent density every time because this mid-ring sits on the rim of the basket, as well as a perfectly even surface grade every time because the tool is set up to rest on the rim of the basket. So you're not going to get any angled tamps that you would with traditional tamps. All right, let's see how this one pulls, and then we'll go from there. I want a matching. There we go. Hopefully we'll get a little bit less spraying, if any, this time. We'll see. I didn't like how that last one pulled. Oh, I got some grounds on the bottom of my portafilter there. Ooh, that looks nice. Nice and syrupy. That's what we're looking for. We'll go ahead and make this into a latte, and then if you have any more questions, submit them now, and then we will conclude with the stream after this latte. So
It literally looks like it's like pulling lava.
it's like lava.
It's like
It is.
It's so pretty.
Dylan's question, I'm hoping for the sweatshirts. Shot collar replaced the BT wedge. It's different. It's a little bit different. So the BT wedge, it comes from above, right? And it distributes from above like most distributors, whereas the shot collar distributes from within, if that makes sense, as you saw on the last time I distributed. So there's different kinds of distributors. So the BT wedge and the shot collar are just different types. That's why we have both. They're not competing against one another. So hopefully that answers your question.
I would say they're both meant for like the same thing, but they are meant for the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's just a different way. It's just preference.
Yep.
Two different preferences of how to distribute your grounds.
All right, we'll make a latte and conclude. Submit your last questions, if you have any. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, correct, there we go. Maybe for different coffees and different experimentation with espresso. Everyone needs to have all the tools for espresso, right? You can try different things, see what you like best, preferential. For preference-wise for tools, and then you can go from there. BT wedge is awesome, pairs awesome with the New Levy, and so does the shot collar. I like both. I like to use one day and another day, so it just depends what you're trying to accomplish. I do feel like the shot collar puts less pressure on your grounds, technically. However, if you dial in your BT correctly, it's not going to put a lot of pressure on your grounds inside of your basket. So, got this latte ready to go here for Andy. And any last questions, submit them, and then we'll conclude the stream. Let's see what I can do.
You should do a lion.
It's a little full. There we go.
That's a really good lion.
It's a lion. No, it's not a lion.
If you use your imagination.
All right, I got my saucer here. You can do this at home. Make a latte every morning. This is a Deletta machine, by the way, given to us by Seattle Coffee Gear. So I think they have exclusive rights with the Deletta, if I'm not mistaken. But that's where you can get this machine. Anyhow, thanks for watching the stream today. Looks like we answered all of the questions. That's really hot. And we'll see you guys next week. By the way, the intro was Thomas Pugsley. I think his name was up there. We recorded with him the other day. And then today we recorded with Franklin Goods. So if you want to check out local artists in Salt Lake City, we're starting to record them here in the Monastery of Flavor. We want to appreciate artists in the area as well as talk about coffee gear. And so if you enjoyed this stream, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time. Bye.
Bye-bye.